That should be the most dumbest thing I ever. Like that, top dumb. Like not the most, but really dumb.
That really did that. This as of 4:30 this morning. Dum diddy dum 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 diddy diddy.
I'll probably just do my intro after we get to Starbucks, but it's recording. I can edit everything from here.
Everything you say?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, don't put that on it.
I just said I'm gonna edit it out.
Oh Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Right.
You didn't see when I pressed record and the orange light came on?
No. Yeah, I edit out that whole thing. It's like...
No, I probably put the dum as like, because I started doing this where in the beginning when you turn the video on, it's like a preview of what's to come.
Okay.
So like in there, I'll probably put dum when you was doing that part.
Yeah.
And then it goes to my intro, and then the video starts.
You like dumb things? Like do a section on dumb things?
No, like where we're just talking about dum. When you said that, yeah, and then it would cut to my intro video, and then.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I woke up and it was raining. I was like, oh Lord, this lady gonna have a whole anxiety attack. Oh my gosh, how I missed that job. And then I called her. Who finna wait in that line, Ma? You see how the line is coming out?
On the way to us.
Oh, it's okay.
On the way. There must be one on the way now. Nope. No, We can drive this way.
Alright. Welcome you guys back to another video on Sharice's World. Of course, this episode is Car Rides with Reese. That's me. And today I have my mom. And we're just going to be talking while we're driving to our destination. And then I'll probably do a mini vlog from there. So this probably be a 2-part video. No, I didn't put it up. I think I wanted to talk about like being that we're both not from this country, and you know what if you could go back in time, right? You came here in 2001. What would you do differently, if anything?
If anything.
For those that don't know, we are from Jamaica. I know I have the Yankee accent, but my accent does come out. My mom's accent is thicker because she was older. I grew up in the American system, so it's natural that I will have the American accent.
I think for me, if I did anything different, it would have been to prepare myself for what was coming.
Well, how can you prepare for something you don't know?
In terms of, well, yeah, that's true. But you can prepare of the unknown by asking questions if you know. Because initially you know you're going to do something, but you don't know about it.
Right.
So if you ask those like, I guess
you
it's, yeah.
Who do I?
Yeah. Where do I go? Have a common knowledge. The whole back was in getting from point A to point Z. That was a stressful one because you have things to do, places to go, and you have to depend on others. So it has allowed me to open up to help others. Because when you have to depend on others, you find that it's putting a strain and a burden on them, even though they're like, okay, no problem. And then we came into the busiest part of America.
Right after 9/11.
Right, into New York City, where New Yorkers don't have time. No matter the chaos or the whatever is going on.
It's got to be one of the top busiest states.
Yeah.
Ever.
They don't really Right, yes, it's a shot. Oh, 9/11. Oh, down for five days. But then they go right back to being themselves.
Us niggas are important.
So I guess for me that was one thing. Like you said, language communication, because you're coming from the island with your natural dominant voice, words, expression, and you have to keep you get the stares, and you have to keep reminding yourself, right, slow down, they don't understand you.
Yeah, that's still a struggle for me today, because I feel like we speak English, it's just sped up.
Speak English.
And then in America, you have states like New York or Maryland or Louisiana, Texas.
Yeah.
They have their own dialect and speak fast,
right.
and they can go anywhere in the United States and people still understand them. But yet we come here, and because it's sped up, they're like, I don't understand.
They don't understand. Because sometimes they're saying things and it's like they're eating hot coal. And I'm there wondering, what are they saying?
You know, like...
And you're saying that I am speaking too fast.
But guarantee you, if you start... bet you they're able to understand me more than they understand you, because mine is slower.
Slow, because you have adapted to the change. You have adapted in the system. That part of you. You were young, and it's easy because you're a sponge. So it's easy to understand how to do the twist of the tongue or the, you know. But unless I'm with those of my age group, or even a young person who just came up, you're able to go like a brain taking off.
But and it's also interesting for me though, because I go when I went back and everybody pointed out that I'm trying to fit back in, and it's just like, so am I not supposed to start speaking in my Jamaican accent because I am back home?
But it sounded funny.
I don't understand that conflict either.
Because each word for you was Americanized.
Okay.
Whereas I could say, oh no, bother me, right? You could hear a part of, oh no, you know, it's still soft and whatever. So I think that's, you hear it, you can hear it when you your dialect.
But I feel as though it depends on the situation, because my accent can go as if I was still living in Jamaica.
Really emotional, or you're upset, then it comes out. Boom. It's like what you call it? Let's use an example of a handicap. I wouldn't want to say handicap, but an autism.
Your seatbelt, and the fact that you reach for the seatbelt immediately. Why you never just put the seatbelt on? You know, sister, it's raining.
And you didn't have it on. Yeah.
Don't worry about me and my seatbelt. You're a child. Your impact is far worse than mine. I can brace myself because I'm driving. You, on the other hand, you're in the back seat.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing. I always tell Anton, if somebody puts you first, they put their hand on you. You have the right to react, but you cannot initiate contact. If you initiate contact, everything after that is invalid.
And then it depends. Play is different from being in a clothes where you are given, like for the school, you're told not to. Play is out there. Play is play, so it's gonna happen. Whether you want to or not, you have no control.
Okay, but so you're telling me that Antoine's out there playing, right? It's on the playground, blah blah blah, and that child gets upset at Antoine and throw the ball after Antoine.
Okay,
Antoine don't have the right to react.
Yeah. But I'm talking
about
in a home,
play.
A friendly home. Oh, okay. No.
Even at home, somebody can get upset at Antoine, and he has the right to react. If they're not playing and somebody outright smacks Antoine, he's supposed to think that they're playing?
No, I mean, if it hurts, because you can have a play where you hit and it doesn't hurt.
But no, not if it hurts, because some people are heavy-handed. Very liquid the other day, and I said, oh, this 2-year-old's so strong. So, if outside of play, if somebody hit you, you have the right to hit them back.
Yeah, because it's hurting. And you're going to react to pressure. You do react to pressure. once that pressure hits and it hurts.
Yeah, I want one of them inmates to lick you and you try and have a conversation with them after. You gonna react.
And we're supposed to not use
You guys don't have guns. They don't give you guns in there. Which is mind blowing to me because you guys are in a more dangerous population than these police officers out on the road. Them inmates get real creative in there. Okay? They get real creative in there. And you walk into a cell with 4 inmates. You are one person. And you don't have no lethal force to use? Yeah, okay. I watched this video today of this girl. She got pulled over in her boyfriend's car, I think it was, and he had several warrants out, so they thought it was him in the car. And they pull her out the car and start searching her property, and she on edge, you know. She's on edge, and so he searched the thing, find drugs in her bag, and
she was on person. She had it
in her handbag, her book bag.
Okay.
He searched it and find drugs in there, and so he has the right to arrest her now because he found drugs. The lady done get brazen and try to run back in the car, and so he used taser on her. She somehow managed to reach for the gun, and he said, "Drop the gun," and she don't drop the gun, and she started shooting after him
because of scare.
So he has every right to shoot back. I don't know how she got away, but she was able to put that car in reverse, and the officer was laying on the ground. I was like,
she ran the officer.
You should have taken the arrest. Like,
yeah.
you had drugs on you. What are you doing?
Yeah. They caught her.
Yeah, I think her and her boyfriend ended up getting arrested.
Wow. Messed up, right?
Okay.
But you know what? Things happen sudden before you react, and when you react,
to arrest her.
Yeah,
and she didn't want to go to jail.
That thing caused her to believe
fight or fly. Yeah.
You know you're not to, but you do it. It's like when they give us a scenario.
She in jail for life now versus a couple years.
A couple of years.
I would have just had to take that.
She assaulted a federal officer.
What do you expect? What did you really expect from that? From shooting him?
Come on. I don't know.
He could have very well arrested her and then said, "You know what?
That you didn't know.
I'm gonna be nice." He might have been nice that day.
It's discretion.
Even though I put you in handcuffs because you were frantic, and I just needed to de-escalate the situation. You didn't even give him that opportunity to do that. But at the same time, with the climate of how things have been going,
all of that too plays into it because you're black.
You know.
You don't
know.
Might
And
not
then
be back.
She could have been another Sandra Bland.
You're black.
Yeah,
you might not get it.
It's a lot of what ifs in this situation.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you shot at him, and.
But listen, look, is that a no? All right, look at this. George Floyd. That's his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why you gonna have a full-blown cut? What is it? That down there, only certain people can come in, or gun bullets are fired at you if you're not a part. You heard it on the news, Missouri, that they're gonna fire the entire police department.
As they should, because you heard of them having a George Floyd Day, passing the flyers around. Oh my gosh, I can't pick up the words that were used, but they literally were mocking him. They were mocking his death. A police officer passed flyers around. Oh my gosh, my brain, I can't pick up what they were doing. Yeah, and they're putting an investigation now to find out who started that, because I think it was like a I Can't Breathe Day or something like that. And I was just like, y'all really want black people to trust these police officers to do right when they're allowing. First of all, the moment if you are on the good side of the police force, right? If you call yourself a good cop, the moment you get handed that, you immediately cause a scene.
Tear it up.
Immediately.
Call the lieutenant.
You reported it.
Call the highest rank.
There shouldn't be a distribution around. The whole pack should have been snatched out of that person's hand
I say, hey, no.
You don't joke about somebody dying. First of all, unjustly.
And in that situation, literally the whole world saw that man die.
His family ended up settling for 27 mil. And my issue with that is that, we don't know the cost of a life. We can't put a price tag on it, right?
No.
But we have the lottery that goes out every few months or once a year or whatever for billions of dollars.
I just yawned.
Bruh.
What? The lottery goes out billions of dollars each year.
Yeah.
And
where's that money coming from?
This man lost his life. His life was taken, and you give him a couple million?
Like it's a lottery. It's not a lottery ticket. Someone just won. Hey. The law needs to be
the whole
washed
system needs to be revamped
and taken apart, and we need some president, not the founding. Yeah, good. Love them, thank you. But
love them. I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, take that back.
Well, I gotta love them because you're supposed to love everybody, but I don't like them. They're
right, that's it. But get some new one president.
If you 80, 90, 70 and over in Congress right now, you shouldn't be there because.
But it's a dumb moment. Nobody not thinking that way.
You were still in. There's a high chance that you were raised in a certain way that the current times do not agree with, and that will create bias in you ruling against certain bills and laws that needs to be fair and equal to all the citizens of America. If that makes sense. Like if you got this 75-year-old congresswoman or man in there that was raised to not like black people and think of black people as animals and all the list continues. You're now in a position that you're able to sign off and initiate bills for black people. You're gonna more than likely vote against it because you were raised and agree with those things.
Yeah.
And how is that fair to us when you already biased against us? Like, that doesn't make sense.
See, one thing I come to realize is laws, bills, blah blah blah, whatever it is, they could do that for a million years. The only way it starts is with the person, the individual.
That's what I'm saying, Mom.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have, say I'm the racist, right? That's in Congress right now, right? And you come presenting a bill, a law to me that is equal and fair and just to somebody that I'm racist against. I'm not going to agree with your bill. I'm not going to vote for your bill because that's not I don't believe that.
Okay, I see what you're saying, yeah.
So you get the back push continuously. So first of all, I shouldn't even have bias like that in a position like that.
Yeah.
But there they are.
Making laws, words, numbers, whatever it is, sentences, for someone you don't know who's half a country away, not 3 states away. You've never seen them, you don't know where they were born, you don't know their mother, father, how their birth was, what they ate, how they got up, where they live, where they go take a look. Nothing. But you're going to tell me that this is what I'm covering. You might have a minimum interaction, millisecond point, because you went into McDonald's that day and a black person served you your extra McMuffin and say, take a conversation. So how long? A 2-second conversation. How long have you been working here? What do you plan to do after?
Okay.
To the cash register.
Yeah.
Because you have to talk to that person with your food until you pay. So So there's a conversation going on to the cash register until you get your change or your receipt, and the McDonald's person is trained to say, "Have a good day," and you smile when you go through the door. That was what a minute or a millisecond of a second, whatever, and then you go back to where the White House is, at the city Congress or whatever, and say, "Oh, these black persons need laws whereby they need to have running water and hot because the McDonald's said when it was growing up, we didn't have hot water." See, we need that fix the problem because there's no hot water.
Yeah.
So, but what about the other black person who don't like hot water because, I do a quick cold shower because it gets my system up so you can't sleep for me.
Right.
You can't sleep for me. Then you have the black person who is not able to bathe themselves.
Okay.
So they do lukewarm water. So, or they don't do a full bath because a baby can't, you put a baby in, but you are doing it, that's not that bad. You are actually just getting the baby nice and fresh. So you don't go back to Congress sitting there and like, I did this.
I did this good deed. But even if we use the McDonald's worker, they're considered essential workers now.
Yeah.
Due to this pandemic.
Yeah.
And the argument about minimum wage has the country in an uproar. People feel like McDonald's workers shouldn't be getting $15 an hour. Yet, when they was out of food, that McDonald's line was wrapped around the block.
Yep.
And then they had the audacity to be mad because they didn't get enough ketchup packets or something. I don't know. Like they really.
Yeah.
I was like so mind blown that Ted Cruz in the middle of a pandemic said, "Well, my daughter wanted to get away."
Wanted a what?
He said his daughter and friends wanted to get away out of the pandemic when the snowstorm was just the ice storm.
What?
He took his daughter to Cancun because they wanted to get away.
And the plane made it?
And the rest of Texas is frozen over.
And the plane made it with them?
But he has private jet access, Mom.
Oh. Wow.
And it's like, oh, wow, the privilege.
Wow.
You're supposed to be the senator of Texas. Texas is frozen over right now. Your daughter said, "I want to get away with my friends." And you just, in the middle of a crisis.
Just get up and go. Wonder how that issues.
Let me tell you something.
You know what? I don't like this rain right now.
Okay,
take me away from it.
Like,
all four of us right now. Get them out of the way. They're in our way. Get out of our way. We don't like
mind
the rain.
Blown. Like I kept rereading the headline. Like you serious? Like,
and again, they're speaking out of. From a place of not knowing. He has never, that's why I'm like, switch it up.
They got that. If the president can they get 4 terms, right? And they can do an 8-year if they get reelected. Congress shouldn't be serving more than 10 years.
The minimum.
Because the president who gets the most heat, first of all, the president doesn't do no bill initiation, no. All they do is sign checks and balances.
Put it on his desk. What's
it's the people in Congress, the representatives, the senators that initiate bills and push bills and speak for the people. Them the ones that's supposed to be getting the heat.
That's why it's a give and take with that president don't do that president don't do that. He doesn't.
He can't if he doesn't get that bill on his desk, he can't do nothing about it.
He can't do anything. And they hold it up. They hold it back.
He can go and speak on the floor and be like, "I would like to see these bills, blah 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 blah, all day."
But he doesn't have any control over the bills.
He's literally a puppet master.
Yeah, we vote him in, and the real daddy.
And you just hope that he gets a bill that he can sign off.
That he understands what it is and how how it's going to affect, and the result and the consequences, the pros and the cons. Oh, love the land.
Ever heard of Texas having snow?
You always hear about the 180 degrees blazing.
When have you ever heard of Texas having snow? Like, y'all are acting like snow in Texas is normal.
We're not in New York.
They don't have the sand, the salt, the trucks, none of that. It's
because
here.
remember, as soon as we called, hey, do you have the scraper? That was gone.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That was because they don't carry them in bulk. It was only there sitting for years, for months. And as soon as everybody remember, because if you do automats every day in your car, you're gonna see it. One way or the other, you're gonna see it. It's like, you probably even laugh. You probably even laugh and say,
yeah,
you know, what I'm doing with that, because, you know, and now, you know exactly, boom, 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 you reach. We used to the rain and the sun.
and then even when the little bit of snow they get, it doesn't get that bad.
No, because remember when it came the first time, it was gone.
Okay.
It was literally gone. This stayed for a whole week.
You just open your door, just open like. So you still out here?
Oh.
Okay.
You walk in and you be like, oh, boom.
People was making fun of Texas and all types of stuff, and I'm just like, this is not funny. Y'all acting like this is New York or Maryland or the East Coast, like it's where this is regular. Imagine in California, in Florida.
Had. Yeah.
This is not normal. That was not normal. And it better not happen again next year, because I might end up really having to move. Because I can't.
We gotta talk to God about it.
Like,
He is in charge of now and now.
he said, you know what, let me shake it up a little bit.
But everybody got a bit. Because other places that didn't have snow, they were getting. Yeah, the climate change.
And then people be out here not believing in climate change.
Yeah,
and I'm just like,
they messing up with the big buildings and not planting, not using back the same earth that God gave us to get to beer. Mom comes and she, when she planted potato, you know. So I remember she was over for like, edit this for like how much you want. So the snow come. I come home last night, she said 5 pounds, 4 pounds, everything rotten. Potato cherries, natural sweet potato. I tell you, I'll color no.
you gotta be careful of that stuff because of the climate. Those stuff they require certain climate.
The snow covered it, and she never remembered that it was there. You know, so yesterday she go out now because she hasn't been out in the back or not remembering. And when she go back, appear rotten. When she dig and dig, everything come up and rotten. Big old hefty potato, them nice, solid. They're not intoxicated with nothing. You know? Nice.
You don't got the
But even if we are to plant things in Texas, we have to use a lot of fertilizer.
Yes.
Yeah, and so it's you know.
Because the climate is not like an island. It's not made of certain chemicals and temperature and pressure.
Now what would be surprising is if the Caribbean start getting snow.
I wouldn't put it past it, you know?
It's gonna happen.
Because you know how sometimes people say they see snow on top of Blue Mountain?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, because it's over 7,000 feet.
Yeah,
so
I would not be surprised at all. That would definitely put them in a frame. They would not know what to do. They would not know what to do, okay?
Not know what to do for real. Start by Jackie Sender.
So wait, weird. So weird was weird.
What you do when just everybody has started and then there is no heat?
Okay.
For one. So, alright.
That's a privilege to have heat and hot water.
Yeah, we knew what it meant. That part, we knew what it meant. That part right there caused us to think. And the mosquito. Oh my God. Stop him. Tip. That was funny.
What a time. So you said the only difference was
that's where Asian.
Yeah, but she doesn't drive this way. She drives the other way.
Oh, no toll, right?
The other way is no toll the other way. But the toll roads is usually the fastest, so I mean, because her route doesn't require tolls. So.
Oh. What do you remember how we used to have the toll?
Yeah, on the East Coast, you got paid to go through these tolls. These ones, you just get one of the things and put money on it, and you go by. But you can also do that over there too. You get the Easy Pass?
The Easy, yeah.
You get the Easy Pass and
just drive through.
Yeah.
I pay that much.
But in Texas, I didn't know in Texas that, like you see how the toll roads, you don't have to go through that short side over there, right? I can't see.
I can't see either.
When you drive through these tolls in Texas, on the sign it says mail in. So when you drive through, it's going to take a picture of your driver's license. They pull it up. Whatever address is on file, they send your bill to you. So it's like, I didn't know that. I was in a whole frenzy when we first drove to, was it San Antonio? What we drove to? And drove my car through the thing. And I was just like, what are you doing? I don't have it. It's just like, they're going to mail it to you. Just send me the bill. I was like, oh.
And they mailed it?
Oh. But, in certain parts of Texas, certain roads for veterans, you don't pay. So,
veterans?
Yeah. These Austin tolls, I definitely gotta pay. I'm gonna be getting the bill in a couple weeks for this. They're gonna be like,
we go through toll?
Yeah, we went through tolls. You didn't see the. It literally says toll.
Oh. So what they do? They have their license on file.
Yeah, your license plate.
Oh, the license plate.
Yeah, they take a picture of it, pull it up, and send you your bill.
Oh, I'm telling you, technology.
Okay.
Not rubbing them up one cent.
And then they say that the tolls is supposed to contribute to road maintenance.
It doesn't go in somebody's pocket. That right nearby the stoplight that Ross said. What are they doing? That road.
Expanding it.
What are they going to expand? Do you not see how sheer it is?
That's what they're doing.
What are they gonna get?
Ma, you know at that stoplight where that gas station is, that would be such a good spot to have a restaurant. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Sharice, and I'm back. You already know, be kicking it off with a good little video here. Conversation with my mom in the car while we drive to Austin. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for liking. We gonna try and kick it back up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna pick it up. I'm gonna start uploading and share, like, comment, share, subscribe. And we back in this thing. Sharice World. What's going on, gang?
Yeah, and it can. You just need the
phone.
right person to steer you or see that vision with you, and can give you good numbers. Because if numbers can be twisted to cause you to stop. But if it's layman right there, say it gonna be rough. First 3 years.
Yeah.
We might not be able to get the delivery coming like difficult because it has to go through custom, it has to go through
So
whatever.
much that has to go.
Yeah, but once that that red tape of it is moved, we know say boom boom. We're looking Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I wouldn't give it 3 years. I would give it a year and a half. That is rough because you gotta establish clientele, you gotta establish vendors. Those are two things: the clientele and vendors, because you gotta get the people to come in because the food is there
and the food is good.
Exactly.
So you have to know when you open it is a giving out. Because if you remember that, you can open it and have a price tag. You have to open and say, come get samples. You're gonna know, so you're gonna that part of that part.
I wouldn't do samples because the samples would be like for the desserts. When it comes to the food, everybody knows jerk chicken, curry chicken, curry goat.
Everybody cooking like the real
but
authentic one.
if it's me and you, mommy, that's running the restaurant, or who else? What we were talking about other people from?
Okay.
we are gonna put people in any restaurant where we know can cook. That's what man said. We're not worried about that part.
Okay.
I'm worried about making sure we advertise enough to make sure we maintain a certain amount each month to pay off the bills and pay employees and leave room to save. Then you have the vendors to make sure that they are continuously sending in food so we're not running out.
Yeah.
Certain food, like the canned food, you can wait every 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
But the fresh food, you have weekly. That has to come in weekly because yam can spoil because of the temperature of Texas.
Yeah.
Potato can spoil because of temperature, cabbage, etc.
Yeah.
It will spoil because Texas is not made for island food.
No, it's not. You have to go back in the back bushes of Texas. Where it's farther. Yeah. They can put that clear mix in there.
Yeah. So as far as quality goes, I already know, you have certain people in mind where you say. Alright, y'all, so I completely forgot to film my outro. I hope y'all enjoyed this little car ride with me and my mom. We talked a good conversation. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and look out for the next video.